Hello everyone. So let's start out finding your easy seat, getting comfortable in that space, letting the spine lift up nice and tall. As you do that, let that pelvis tilt just a little bit forward, ground down through those sits bones. Let the shoulders relax right down the back. And the chin, just draw it ever so slightly towards your chest. Nice and comfortable. Let go of any tension in your hands and your arms if they're resting on your legs. Closing the eyes. And then without doing anything, we're not even going to deepen the breath right here. Just notice your breath right in this moment. How it is. Notice the depth of your breath. Might be very shallow. Might be rapid as we're settling in. Without trying to change the breath in any way, just notice it. Notice what it's doing, where it's going. Notice how the body just relaxes itself without much thought about it as your attention stays at your breath. And now, let's do a breathing exercise. We're going to do that even breathing, but it's more that I want you to just notice your breath and count the pace of your own breath. So just notice how many counts your inhale gives you and how many counts your exhale gives you. You're just watching it, you're not changing it or breathing in a certain way to control that count. You're just noticing it. And then can you, if you notice the inhale is shorter or longer, or the exhale is shorter or longer, can you just stay for a moment and balance those two out without much to do to change them? Just continue to watch the breath at those counts. And as you stay relaxed, notice how the breath naturally evens out. Try not to direct the breath in any way, just watching it. And if you feel your body tensing up, relax. Let your awareness turn back to that breath after you settle. naturally lengthens, let the count lengthen. Notice if there's a pause at the top of your inhale or at the bottom of the exhale. Maybe there's a pause at both places. Noticing the peaceful nature of your breath. And taking just a couple more breaths, staying with that count. Now tuning into the sensations of your body. So we let that counting go. Noticing how the body is feeling as we begin our practice today. When you feel ready to move, we're going to turn onto our hands and knees for cat and cow. Inhaling right into your cow, letting that pelvis tilt up, and exhaling into your cat, rounding out the body. As your breath is nice and relaxed from that breathing exercise, the movement between your cat and cows is going to take a little bit longer. So enjoy the subtleties of the movement as you transition through these poses nice and slowly, right along with your breath. And as you seek more movement, you can begin to sink down to your child's pose. Just taking your time to get there, really feeling the sensations through your lower spine. And still moving with the breath. So if you don't make it all the way down to the bottom of your child's pose, on that exhale, we'll move right back into your cow. Some of you might continue to keep moving here. Some of you might feel like resting down in that child's pose. You're welcome to do either. Just taking a few moments to breathe here. Letting the breath move into the back of the body and out through the sides of the ribs. And as you exhale again, if you're not in child's pose, sink into your child's pose, and we're gonna walk the arms over to the right side. It's a twisted child, opening up through the shoulders and the lats and the rib cage. And breathing into that space now. You're walking your arms over just as far as you can till you get some sensation on that left side of your body, some opening. And as you exhale again, let's return back to center. Take a full breath right in the middle, pressing down through those hands. And as you exhale again, we're walking the hands over to the other side. Just going to that first point of sensation. Breathing into that space. And as you exhale, bring those hands back to center. And then as you inhale, we're going to push up to all fours. And on your next inhale, opposite arm and leg, reaching out, squaring those hips, engaging that belly. Exhaling, returning the hand and the leg to the mat. Inhale, opposite arm and leg, other side. Exhale, return to the mat. Now really work on squaring those hips, not letting the legs bow out to the side, encouraging the use of your core muscles here. Really notice how hard the core has to work as you play with that. Play with dipping out to the side through the hip and play with pulling it back in and feeling how much more of your core has to work to be able to keep your body from dipping out. Shoulder blades down the back. Okay, one more time, each side. And if you can, this time, pull that knee to the elbow before you release that leg down to really squeeze the abs. And we'll change sides. Squeeze through the core and then release and come down. Now we'll step back to down dog. Letting the backs of the legs open up now. You can pedal your heels if you need to. let yourself sink deeper into your down dog as those muscles loosen up. The chest dropping down towards the mat. Make sure that your shoulder blades are resting down the back. We're not hunching up through the shoulders. The belly's hugging in. And that rib cage, you want to pull that rib cage right on in towards the spine. Create that beautiful length for your spine by pulling that rib cage in. Okay, also lets your back muscles release when you do that. Push back through the hips just a little bit more. Okay. And now as you inhale again, we're going to roll right on out to plank. Exhale, drop the knees. We're going to lower down, warm up a little bit through cobra. Okay, so laying down on our belly. First, let's bring the arms out. Superman arms, forehead, pointing down towards the mat to warm the back. So just as we did on all fours, opposite arm and leg, let's do that here. Be sure to engage the belly. Okay. And then as you inhale, lift one arm, one leg up. Exhale down. Inhale the other side. And then keep moving a few more times each side with your breath. And release, bringing the hands right beside your chest, engaging the belly, pulling the shoulder blades down the back, lifting up into a very small cobra.
But you might notice that your cobra would be larger than if we had done this cold without warming the spine and the back at all.
So lower back down. A couple more breaths here. So as you inhale, lift up into your cobra. And exhale back down. Last time, inhale, lift up. Drop those shoulders down. Exhale, lower down. So now, as you inhale again, lift up through your cobra and exhale right to all fours. And then we're going to extend those legs back into down dog. Be sure that all 10 fingers and all 10 toes are pressing down into the mat. And as you inhale again, bend your knees, loosening up the backs of the legs, the Achilles tendon. Exhale, lengthen out, lift that tailbone, drop those heels down. Inhale, bend the knees. Exhale, lift the tailbone, lengthen out. We got one more of those. Inhale, bend the knees. Exhale, lift the tailbone, lengthen the legs. Push back through the heels. Engage the glutes, the legs. Okay, and as you inhale again, walk your feet forward to the top of your mat. Okay, and exhale right into your forward fold. Just taking several breaths here. Just notice now if you can feel those four corners of your feet pressing down into the mat. Okay. And notice if your hips are aligned over the middle of your feet.
Okay, you can even start to sway a little bit. Just feel that center balance through your feet. And find your center where it feels comfortable to rest your hips as you're in this forward fold. Okay, as you inhale again, we're just going to bend the knees a little bit. Lift up just halfway with that beautiful flat back. The belly's engaged, shoulders down. Exhale, release down, forward fold. Just warming the back again. Now, this time, as you inhale, abduct your legs. Okay, so lift up just halfway. Take the stress off the back as you abduct and engage the outer legs. Exhale, release. Inhale, halfway, abducting those legs. Exhale, fold. This time we're going to come all the way up, arms overhead. Okay.
And exhale, hands to heart. Okay, sun salutation A. Warming the body. Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, fold.
Inhale, lift up halfway and step back to plank. As you exhale, drop the knees, bend the elbows. Keep those elbows close in by the rib cage. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, down dog. Just a couple more breaths. Let your feet stay wherever they land for the next few times that we run through this. Sun salute. Wherever your feet land in down dog, just take it, accept it, and breathe in how that feels in your body. Right, as you inhale again, walk your feet forward, but we're going to lift up halfway first. Beautiful flat back, and then exhale right into your forward fold, grounding down through the center of the feet, all four corners pressing into the mat. As you inhale, abduct the legs, rise up all the way, arms overhead.
Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, fold.
Inhale, lift up halfway and step back to plank. Exhale, drop the knees, bend the elbows. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, down dog. Holding your down dog, enjoying the breath. Inhale, walk your feet forward to the top of your mat, lifting up halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, abduct the legs, come all the way up, arms overhead.
Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, fold.
Inhale, halfway up and step back to plank. Exhale, bend the knees, lower down. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, down dog. Rotate your head a few times left and right. Notice any tension throughout your neck muscles, those upper trapezius muscles. Okay? Inhale, walk your feet forward, lifting up halfway. Flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, come all the way up, arms overhead.
And exhale, hands to heart. Taking a couple breaths here. Just noticing how your body feels after that salute. So now, grounding down through both feet, we're going to shift our weight onto the left foot. Okay? So establishing that grounding through the left foot. Inhale, arms up overhead. We're also going to bring this right leg up, right to crane. Okay? Just holding, engaging through the core. Letting the shoulder blades drop down the back. And then as you exhale again, extend that right leg right behind you, all the way back to a nice diagonal lunge, okay? Shifting the arms out beside your hips. Pressing through that back heel. And as you inhale, lift up now, high lunge. Arms overhead, hugging that belly in. As you exhale, let's open into a twist. So you're twisting towards that left leg, the leg that's in front. Inhale, arms back to center. And as you exhale, drop that back heel, opening out to warrior two. As you inhale, we're going to turn back to your high lunge. So you want to come up on the ball of your back foot. And as you exhale, drop down, crescent lunge. And bring those arms down if you want. Get a little more opening through the hip flexor. Now as you exhale, let's extend this leg in front. Open up the hamstring. Inhale, come right back into your crescent lunge. Exhale, extend the leg. Inhale, take it back. Exhale, extend, and just stay here a few breaths. Lengthen out your spine. Draw your belly in, shoulders down the back. Even let the tops of the toes stay down on the mat so we can stretch through the front of the foot, the top of the foot, the front of your leg as well. Just one more breath here. As you exhale, let's shift forward back into that lunge. Now dig the toes of your back foot in. As you exhale, we're going to push right on up back into that diagonal lunge. Okay. Squeeze those shoulder blades here. Press back through the arms. And now, as you inhale, we're going to bring this back foot forward, right on up to warrior three. So if you can, push off, get a little bit closer, and then push off again to get into your warrior three. Squaring those hips. You can keep those arms right back by your hips. Keep them nice and active. They're working here. Triceps should be burning. And then as you inhale again, swing that back leg right through to your crane. Belly is engaged. And exhale, release down. Hands to heart. We're gonna do a little vinyasa here in between these two sides. Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, fold.
Inhale, lift up halfway and step back to plank. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, down dog. As you inhale, walk your feet forward, top of the mat. You're lifting up halfway. And as you exhale, release down, forward fold. Inhale, rise up, all the way, arms overhead. Exhale, hands to heart. Taking a couple breaths here. Noticing the body. So now let's go ahead and shift our balance. Shift our weight over onto the right foot, so changing sides. Grounding down through all four corners of that foot, through the hips, so you're really pushing down through that foot. Okay, we're gonna inhale and take those arms overhead, bringing that left leg up right into your crane. Okay, take your time on getting there. Okay, as you exhale, extend that left leg back right into your diagonal lunge. Okay, really pushing through that heel of the back foot. So we're activating the back of the leg and the glutes. The arms are active here. Belly is drawn in. Okay, as you inhale, lift up, high lunge. Arms come overhead, torso lifts. Okay. And as you exhale again, just shift, open into that twist right through the rib cage. Okay. As you inhale, come back through your high lunge. And exhale, dropping that back heel down, warrior two. Inhale, high lunge. Turn up on the ball of that back foot. Exhale, crescent lunge. Leaning forward, opening up through that hip flexor. Belly draws in, shoulder blades down. As you inhale, shift those hips back. Exhale, bring it forward. Inhale, shift back. Notice how square you can keep your hips here. Inhale, shift back. Even as you shift back, exhale, bring it forward. Inhale, we're going to shift it back and hold now. Few breaths, opening up the hamstring, the front of the foot and the leg here. as you inhale, come on back into that crescent lunge. Dig your back toes in of that back foot. We're going to lift back up into the diagonal lunge. Arms are active, pressing back beside those hips. Okay. And getting ready to shift into this front leg for your warrior three. Squaring those hips, arms are active. And then as you inhale again, gently pull the leg back forward right into your crane. And as you exhale again, release right into mountain. Inhaling, arms overhead. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lift up halfway and step back to plank. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, cobra. Ooh, if you can, lift those hips if you have enough flexibility. Right on up into your up dog. And then exhale back, lift those hips, down dog. Inhale, walk your feet forward, lifting up halfway. We're gonna do that, salute a few more times. Exhaling, lower down. Inhale, rise up, arms overhead. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lift up halfway. Step back to plank. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Shoulders down, bellies in. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, walk the feet forward, lifting up halfway. Exhaling, forward fold. Inhale, rise all the way up, arms overhead. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway and to plank. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Exhale, down dog. Now, we're going to inhale our way to plank, but we're going to bring a knee with us, okay? So, as you inhale out to plank, you're going to bring your right knee out to your right elbow. Ready? Here we go. Inhale. Right knee to right elbow. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, right knee to chest. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, right knee to opposite elbow. Exhale, down dog. Guess what? We got the other side. Inhale, left knee, left elbow. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, left knee to chest. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, left knee to right elbow. Exhale, down dog. Now, inhale, we're gonna bring the right leg forward, okay? Stepping into a low lunge, but I want you to drop right back into that diagonal lunge, okay, that we did earlier. So we're gonna practice that movement from your diagonal lunge right here and lifting to warrior three, okay? Pause a moment. Once you get in your warrior three, hang it and hold, square those hips, draw the belly in, shoulders are down the back, arms are active. Then I want you to drop right back in, diagonal lunge, and push up again. Warrior three, hold. And drop back in, diagonal lunge. We got one more shot here. Square the body, relax the body, push off, right into warrior three. Hey, release that foot down, forward fold. As you inhale, step your feet back to plank. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Exhale, down dog. Now, same thing on the left side. As you inhale, bring that left foot in between your hands, lifting up into your diagonal lunge. Okay. Preparing yourself to shift forward and go right into your warrior three. Drop back down, diagonal lunge. Push back, warrior three. And you've got one more attempt. Third time's a charm. Push up, warrior three. And release that foot down, forward fold. Okay, so from here, let's step back to your down dog. I'm going to turn to face the camera. Down dog. Then we're going to bring that right leg right into pigeon. Okay. And then walking that back leg straight back behind you so the hips can settle straight down to the floor. Okay. And just letting your body relax where it can. Okay, so if you're tight, like I am, you might need to stay lifted through the chest. If you have a little more flexibility, you can lean forward and maybe get in a little deeper. Oh, maybe that will work today. But for all the work that we've done today, I know of no greater release through the hips than this pigeon pose. So now, if it is too much for you to be in this full pigeon, okay, you can drop onto your back and do the modified version of crossing one ankle over the opposite knee and then pulling both legs into your chest. Yeah. So we're going to take several more breaths here. We're going to spend a little time on each side.
give your body enough time to let release happen. Most of the time we spend just a few breaths and we don't really get too far into a stretch or a release. So we're gonna spend maybe about 8 more breaths here on this side. Just tune into your body. Let that release happen now. Notice if your breath is even here, like we did at the beginning, that even breath. Not trying to change the breath in any way, just observing it and noticing, is it even? Maybe it's not. And it's all okay. It's just noticing the internal environment of our body. Okay, just one more full breath here. Now, from here, if you can press down into your hands, we'll lift back up into down dog. Take a full breath in your down dog. Okay? And then we'll go ahead and change sides. And bringing the left leg into your pigeon. Just a few more breaths for this side. And then as you exhale again, we're going to let the hip drop down now. We'll pull the right leg around. Okay. And now go ahead and cross that right leg over the other, keeping that foot locked down to the floor. And if it doesn't, you can move it to the inside of the leg, okay? For this twist, just to balance out the body, lifting up nice and tall, left arm comes around and hugs in on that right leg. And then the torso just twists open gently and comfortably over to the right side. Lifting up nice and tall through your spine. Shoulders relaxed. And as you exhale, come back through center and we'll change sides. Lifting up nice and tall as that right arm comes around and hugs in on that left leg, and opening the torso to the side. As you exhale, go ahead and come on back to center. Then we'll take it down onto the mat on our backs. And let's bring our feet up into happy baby here. Okay, opening now through the inner thighs and the lower back. Try to see if you can get the tailbone to keep itself attached to the mat. You kind of have to relax through your upper body, your torso. Even notice it asks the muscles along the hips through your lower spine to release a bit to do that. The inner thighs to release. If you can't get your hands to come through the inside of your legs and the inside of your feet, then you can bring them to the outside. This is a variation. It's called dead bug rather than, oh, my mind just went blank. Happy baby. Dead bug rather than happy baby. One sounds happy, one does not. So a couple more breaths here. And as you exhale, release the arms and let's bring the knees in. Just give a gentle hug. And you can rock side to side if you'd like. Release into Shavasana, straightening out those legs. Pulling the shoulder blades down and under the back, drawing the belly down to the spine so the lower back can release its way to the mat. Just closing the eyes, deepening the breath. Letting every exhale relax your body even more. When you are comfortable, relaxed, just let your awareness rest on whatever part of the body that you feel the breath and the movement of the breath. And whatever that place might be for you, the belly, the chest, the nostrils. Maybe you feel the breath pushing your back down into the mat.
just let your awareness rest with the breath. Feeling that sensation of breathing. Deepen the breath once again, filling the whole entire torso with breath. And as you exhale, open the mouth and let all the breath release from the body. Beginning to wiggle the fingers and the toes. Circling the wrists and the ankles. And then draw your knees into your chest one more time. Just releasing the back. And when you feel ready, go ahead, roll to one side. Take a full breath there before coming back up to that seated position.
And closing the eyes once again. Just take a moment to allow yourself to notice the effects of your practice in your body. I'm bringing your hands to your heart. Namaste.